You're saying we shouldn't have to do fundraising. Please explain that. This is Billy Goldfeder answering some questions from you as a part of our What's Your Problem series, hosted by FireRescue1.com and Lexipol. And here's today's question. I've heard you say that volunteers shouldn't have to do fundraising, but I'm having a hard time trying to figure out where to begin to make that happen. I'm a chief officer at a small volunteer fire department where fundraising is practically all we know in terms of budget. Our community members do what they can, but given our response area, it's just not practical for us to have more stations. If we did want to explore a model where we got funding from the local government, where should we even begin? That's a great question. So, no, volunteers should not have to do fundraising. Zero, zip, nope, I don't care what the old guys say, no. Enough. You don't have enough time to answer the calls. You barely have time to make training. How in the heck can we ask people to do this? And besides, what other local government service, and you are local government service, whether you're a fire company, a fire department, a fire district, whatever you are, does fundraising? The cops aren't out there fundraising for new guns. Public Works is not out there for new snowplows. Come on, give me a break. It's time to fix that model. If the people in your organization are willing to work for free, the public should be more than willing to fund whatever it is going to take to get them to do that. Now, I don't know, your question, you talked about not practical to have more stations. I'm not sure what that means or how that fits in. But if you're having to do fundraising for your source of income, how do you start that process to switch it over so it's provided for you through tax dollars? Here's the answer. Get your fire department attorney to find out what the laws are. What does the law allow you to do? Can you levy a tax? Do you have to form a district? Does it go through the municipality? You got to find out all those questions. And then make sure you got your act together. Make sure that what fundraising money you've used in the past is used out of deep respect to the people that donate that money. In other words, if somebody visits your firehouse and sees really nice equipment and modest furnishings and things like that, just enough for everybody to be comfortable and stuff, you're being good stewards of the tax dollars. However, if they visit your firehouse and your equipment is run down, but you got a beautiful big screen TV, and again, maybe those aren't the best examples, but making sure the public's impression of your organization is, hey, when we make our annual donation, we know it's going toward the important things. So just kind of keep that in mind. The next step is presenting a plan that exposes your entire organization. Now, here's one of the challenges. A lot of times volunteer fire departments are small corporations and they don't want people to know how they're spending the money. Then don't even go down this road. Just figure yourself out. Use the money you have, and you're going to have to keep doing fundraising, and eventually somebody's going to find out that you're pissing their money away. It's also important to understand that even though you may be the Volunteer Fire Department Incorporated, when you solicit funds as a part of fundraising, they really are paying a tax. I mean, they're paying you, hey, we'll donate to the fire with some level of expectation that you're going to respond to their calls. So if you're going to work with your attorneys, you're going to work with local government, be ready to open up your organization and say, yeah, here's where our money is, here's where it's spent, here's who spends it on what, and all those sort of things. The next step is, now that you've done that, now it's time to market your department, to explain to the public why you're proposing a tax, you're proposing municipal funds be used. And that is because you simply can't do this job any other way. Years ago, you'd buy a fire engine for $50,000, $75,000. Today, you buy an engine company. If you can find one for $500,000, buy it, okay? If you're going to buy a ladder truck, it's over $1 million at this stage, okay? I mean, the cost, you can't do ham and turkey dinners, you can't do boot drives, you can't knock on doors to raise that kind of money. Not with the same people doing it who are also responding to fires and emergencies. So show the public, this is what an engine costs today, this is what a ladder costs today. And if each of you are willing to pay $200 a year, We'll do it through a tax process. We'll have it fully audited and fully open to the public. We then will be able to afford the apparatus. We'll be able to afford new gear and whatever else is needed by using taxpayers' dollars in a proper way. But in this day and age, in 2023, fundraising, those days are over. You cannot run a volunteer fire department with any sense of reliability, with good staffing, with good training, with modern equipment by going door to door doing any kind of fundraising. So I hope that answers your question. Where do you begin? 1, make sure your house is clean. 2, talk to your attorneys, find out what the laws are. 3, talk to your elected officials, come up with a plan, hopefully working in a collaborative effort. 4, get ready to meet with the public. And 5, see how they go for it. I hope that helps you. Email me at FireRescue1 with any questions you have. I promise you I'll do my best to give you, well, you'll always get my opinion, but I'll also try and get you some facts in there as well. Thanks so much and take care.